o'clock on this Wednesday morning, May 13th. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
And I'm Dan Schreck. We've got a lot to get to this morning, but first, we want to get a look at some of the news you need to know.
Stephanie Joseph is live over at the desk with some of our top stories this morning. Steph?
Hey there, guys. We do begin with the Rochester Board of Education approving a more than $1 billion budget for the upcoming school year. The newly passed budget includes the loss of more than a dozen positions. According to union leaders, those positions include home health teachers, school counselors, and social workers. More than 30 positions were originally on the chopping block, but the district says some have been restored thanks to grant money. President Trump has just arrived in Beijing for a high-stakes meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The two leaders expected to discuss the war in Iran. Trump, however, downplaying the idea that China should use its leverage with Tehran to intervene in the war. Well, a big win for the Buffalo Sabres last night in a wild game in Montreal. Buffalo evening the series against the Canadiens with a 3-2 win. Zach Benson, who celebrated his 21st birthday last night, scoring the game-winning goal early in the third period. The series now heads back to Buffalo for Game 5 tomorrow night. Happening today, day 6 of the 128th Lilac Festival. The Lilac Local Farmers Market is open from 10:30 to 4, offering local produce and fresh ingredients. There's also food vendors and live music, including a performance by Michaela Davis at 7 o'clock. The Lilac Festival runs through Sunday. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Now let's get a look at what we've got brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with some tips to turbocharge your retirement savings. Wealth advisor Jarrett Felton is joining us in the studio with this month's Wealth Wednesday to lay out a roadmap for Gen Xers and baby boomers. Baby boomers is what I tried to do. Don't you laugh. He'll share some of those smart money moves that people in their 50s and 60s should know to help them prepare for retirement.
Then we're looking ahead to a night of laughter, all for a great cause. 1330 Cancer Connect, bringing back its Sometimes You Just Gotta Laugh event. This is happening at Comedy at the Carlson. We'll sit down with organizers to learn more about how the show supports teens and young adults affected by cancer.
And later, we are taking you behind the curtain of a powerful and personal story that's taking the stage at Jiva Theater. This morning, we are sitting down with the writer and star of Cycle Breaker to learn more about how he's giving audiences a raw and humorous look at family, fatherhood, and breaking generational patterns.
A busy morning on tap, but first, let's talk about what's on tap. Looks like a lot of rain to kick off this Wednesday morning. Meteorologist Marty Snyder tracking when sunshine will make a return. Marty?
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but yeah, there is more sun that is going to return to milder temperatures, just not today. Today's that day when we do have some rain out there. Now, what we'll see play out today is the fact that the rain is going to slowly move out for this first phase. So we're seeing that steady rain begin to show signs of breaking down. Areas just immediately west of Rochester, seeing some of that rain begin to taper off a little bit. So we're going to see this rain taper off. Doesn't mean it's gone entirely. I think as we head towards the middle of the day, going into the afternoon, could still see a couple pop-up showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm. And just given the conditions that we have out there, this is just one of those cases with that low cloud cover where we still could see a little mist in the air, even with that organized rain moving out. But 50 right now, so a milder start than yesterday. Not as pretty, though. We're not going to see that sunshine really win out today. Could see a couple breaks along the way, but in general, I think they're going to be few and far between. 63 today, 53 tomorrow. So we pull back by about 10 degrees there. We gain back our 10 degrees heading into Friday, and then a lot more sunshine and temperatures taking off. Looks like the weekend really not looking too bad. Saturday, I have to watch the chance of an isolated shower, but still mainly dry. 75 then, 70 Sunday, and could be near 80, even in the 80s into the first part of next week. So again, a nice pronounced warming trend for the much longer term. Not so much for today, but just need some patience, and I think we'll take care of that.
Listen, it doesn't take a lot of effort to sell 80 degrees to anybody.
No.
We will take it, my friend.
It's been so long since we've been there, and usually, you know, we hit that number at least a few times, but it's been a little while, but I think we'll be there as we head towards early next week.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Marty. Let's go off the top. We'll start with some of the things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'll begin today. They say if there's a will, there's a way. If kids really want to get away with something, they're going to do it, right? Remember when you were in college and you really wanted to get into that concert or that bar, but you weren't 21 yet?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't either. I never broke the rules. But you would often hear kids about getting fake IDs, borrowing IDs, or even wearing disguises so they looked a little older than they actually were. Well, We said the same thing when we heard about the social media ban that happened in Australia for kids under the age of 16, when we heard about the New York State bell-to-bell cell phone ban, and the online age checks in the UK to keep kids off the internet. Remember, we were like, they're going to figure out a way to do it anyhow. A new report from Internet Matters took a look at a survey of more than 1,000 kids and parents in the UK, and they found some pretty interesting statistics about workarounds. All right, so let's get into some of the normal stats first. We got to get it out of the way, right? Because it was a study. Overall, in the early stages of the study, 7 in 10 kids and parents reported seeing more safety features, like ways to report and filter content. Half of the kids surveyed said they were asked to verify their age. There's a good amount of optimism from parents and kids who say they feel safer online because of the new rules. But 46% of kids think the age checks are easy to trick. A third of them have entered fake birthdays or have even put on disguises to look older. One mom actually wrote in saying she found her son using eyeliner, an eyeliner pencil, to draw on a fake mustache, or even purchasing mesh face masks to interfere with facial recognition. Apparently, those are pretty easy to order on Temu, Dan's favorite website. Others, though, have shared...
You buy one thing once.
It was not one thing.
It was not, but it was once.
Okay. Well, some folks have shared online that their kids are actually using private VPNs to hide their location, effectively making that ban not even a thing where they are. Other parents have admitted that they're fine with their kids using social media and that they've actually helped them get around the ban by entering their own birth dates, their own facial recognition, and their own information, simply because they say they're going to find a way around it anyway. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Only a couple of them on social media. Let's see if we can pull it up here. This person wrote, "Smart, but won't be this easy in the future. Image models improve and they use newer ones. These tricks won't work, but Gen Alpha seems much more handy or tech savvy than Gen Z, in my opinion." Another person said, "Easy enough to fix. Enact a law which says under 18 are only allowed to possess dumb phones or Kindle e-readers. No tablets allowed, and Nannyware installed on their laptops, unless there is Nannyware available for tablets too these days." And I think I have one more. How about you worry about your own kid, and I will worry about mine. We don't need more foolish laws from foolish people. So, kind of interesting, right?
I like that last remark. You know, you raise your family, I'll raise my family. I understand that. I get that. But when there's not regulation on something that is so impactful on the developmental process of these children, I think that's where you're obligated to step in.
Sure. And you know, I really tried to keep this whole thing positive this morning. I really did. I didn't want to bring in a bunch of sad stuff, but the reality
it's about the mustaches.
That I know. And that was how it was pitched to me. But I didn't have a ton to go off of based on that, and I still had to finish fill like 2.5 minutes. But you know, the reality is the reason that these laws and these bans were put into place is because kids were seeing content that was far too mature for them.
100%.
I mean, really horrific stuff that is easily accessible online. You can stumble upon it pretty quickly. You know, that is why that was put into place. It's not because people are saying we just want to control the kids.
Yeah.
You know, it's because enough people came forward and complained and said, "Hey, my kids are seeing really graphic content on Instagram and on TikTok. You know, can we put some rules into place?"
And one would think that we would want that. There's content that I get served from time to time that is stomach turning. I don't need to see. I never needed to see this. I knew it happened. I don't need to see it to believe it, kind of situation.
Absolutely.
But the video's there, and you can't stop the scroll, and it pops up, and once it's there, and you've seen it. And there was one video last year in particular that I couldn't shake after seeing for a week and a half. And I think it's wrong that it goes onto these platforms, especially the easily scrollable platforms, because you're not giving the person on the other end of the device a decision in whether or not they want to consume that content.
Sure. Yeah. And you know what? Another interesting part of the study as well, and this goes in like the pros column, right? Some parents and students who were part of the survey said that because they did, the age verification, and because they did, all of hold on, I'm not going to say this right. Basically, long story short, the content that was being put on their devices once they reached that age mark of 18, it was still user-friendly. It wasn't like immediately graphic content was coming on the cell phones. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't phrase that
no, but it makes sense.
In a cohesive way, but you know what I mean.
And that's how it should be. I don't like the fact, maybe other people do, that some of that content is even online.
Sure.
No, for what? For what purpose? It doesn't serve a purpose.
Yeah. And, working in our industry, we see a lot of stuff come into the newsroom that is not suitable for public consumption.
No.
And you think to yourself, and I think to myself, I wish I didn't have to see this.
Yeah.
And there's a reason that other people don't see it.
Yeah.
It's because it doesn't belong out there.
Absolutely. Back to the kids in fake mustaches. When I first heard of the story, I thought to myself, this reminds me of like 3 kids trying to sneak into a movie theater in one trench coat.
Yep,
all on top of each other.
What movie was that?
Funny. I know Alvin and the Chipmunks did it at one point. I'm sure real people have done it too.
I can't remember. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, let's move along to mine. And for my off the top this morning, I want to talk about happiness, not just because we all need it, but because apparently it'll help reduce my blood pressure, or so says my doctor. So here we go. We've all heard the old saying, money can't buy happiness. And a while ago, I used to say, maybe you're not spending it right. Let me try. But the old adage might actually be correct, because the co-founder of a $1 billion business recently gave it all up. The cash, the cars, the beach house, all of it, donated, given away. That man is Scott Vincent Borba, the co-founder of Elf Cosmetics. And he gave it all up to become a priest.
Wow.
Borba co-founded Elf Cosmetics in 2004. The brand took off, and so did his lifestyle. Parties with the Kardashians, running around with Paris Hilton, a Beverly Hills office, the whole 9 yards. His words, I was a poster boy for luxury living. I was not in any way humble. I was very prideful. Then somewhere in his 40s, he says the joy just stopped. So what did he do? He donated his entire fortune to charity, walked into a seminary, and he spent the last 7 years there in formation. He now lives in a tiny room with, quote, a few bits of clothes and a few pair of shoes. And on May 23rd, in 10 days, the Diocese of Fresno, California, will ordain him, nearly 2 decades older than the average new priest in America. He says he first felt this calling around the age of 10 and spent 40 years running from it. He now says he's never been happier. And I believe him, because the grass may look greener on the other side, but the truth is, my friends, when you get there, you still gotta mow it.
Beautifully said.
You do.
Wow. Good for him.
I think that's... Part of me thinks, like, the good part of me thinks, what an incredible thing to do.
Yeah.
The number of lives he changed. Just what a way to make yourself feel good.
Absolutely.
Knowing that you're giving this away. Just
we talked about that yesterday.
Yes. Yeah. The other part of me, on this shoulder, he's saying, why would you give any of that away? You know?
You could keep some of it.
You should have, just keep a little of it. Go to church every week, you know? No, but listen, I think if it leads you, and it obviously has worked. That was a big risk for him to roll the dice and give it all away.
Absolutely.
With the expectation of hoping to find happiness.
Yep.
More power to you that it worked. You took that risk, you helped people, and it worked. Good on you.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Uplifting.
Do you know, with like the beach house and stuff like that, did he sell it and donate the money to charity, or is that?
I tried to find out. We couldn't. I guess initially we did not go into detail on it, and there was no dollar figure estimated overall. But the company was, I think the company was like $2.2 something billion, and I'm not going to get the numbers right, but then I think he sold part of it in the earlier teens.
Yep.
And was, living the high life.
Yeah.
Like anybody who's gets $1 billion would.
Yeah.
That'll make you happy, $1 billion.
Do you think that would make you happy?
So I've said 5 million would make me happy. But no.
Yeah.
Deep down, I know it's not.
Yeah.
It's not gonna, it's not a real thing. And it can't fix the real things that are broken. You know what I mean? We've all got little bits that are little cracks or chip over here. This doesn't work so well.
Yeah.
Don't really like this, It's not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to do it. Great Band-Aid, put you in some nice clothes, but you're going to feel the same.
Yeah.
You're going to feel the same. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester. More positivity, including when we come back. We're checking in with Chris Lopez. He is live this morning, checking out Pinxto Winery in Canandaigua.
Don't forget, you can watch us on the go. Join us. We are streaming live on the 13 Win YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
How'd it go? Who'd you have? Oh, okay.
Come on, Lopez. Let's get a mic check, buddy.
Let's get moving here.
Mic check.
Oh,
Wow.
we're not happy.
Cold.
It's okay.
$8:18 this Wednesday. If you're looking for a cozy, intimate dining experience with a true taste of Spain, right here in the Finger Lakes, well, Pinxto Wine Bar and Tapas in Canandaigua might be the spot to visit.
Yeah, they're celebrating 2 years in business, serving up Spanish-inspired small plates and wines in a relaxed setting that is sure to become a local favorite. Chris Lopez is live this morning, giving us a full tour of all they have to offer. Chris?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yes, so when you step inside here at Pinxto, we're in the back room right now. Feels like you're in someone's fancy, wine basement. I don't know. It just has a warm vibe, nothing pretentious. I mean, you're looking at different reds, whites, rosés at all different kinds of price points. And even if you really don't like wine, Julian will probably find you one. He is the owner. Did I get that right before we get into this pairing? Did I get that right? Essentially, if someone is not a
So we're pretty good at finding the right wine for the person that pairs.
Looks like we're having a
7 or 8
bit of an
different wines
issue
that are
there
perfect
with
for
our
drinkers.
connection with Chris Lopez. We're going to try and see if we can do a little system reboot, a Control-Alt-Delete
If you will.
on all of it, if
Yeah,
you will.
Little refresh there.
Yeah, maybe it'll work.
Really interesting morning, though, with Chris so far. He has had the opportunity to show us some of the wines,
Mm-hmm.
some of the food. We talked a little bit about sourdough when we checked in with Chris early this morning around 6:30. And it's such a unique spot. Like, I feel like there are little hidden treasures around our area. You might not expect to find one out there in Canandaigua,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems really lovely.
I think it happened during the 7. It might have been 6:30. I don't recall. Stop me if it did. He had some sourdough toast with whipped goat cheese. And then he had more sourdough toast with tomatoes from Spain. And it was like reduced to and he took a bite in the crisp. Oh, I got hungry when I saw that happen.
Sounds good.
It sounded delicious.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to try to check in with Chris coming up in just a little bit. Meantime, when we come back, this morning's weather trivia.
Yeah, Mark McLean is with us on the other side of the break.
Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean is joining us now. It's rainy out there.
What a surprise.
Is it though? We knew it was going to be rainy.
No, I'm just this spring. You know, I'm getting hit from all angles here from folks out in the community. Last night we're at the concert in Spencerport, and at least 4 people stopped me to tell me it's been a wet spring.
Yeah.
There was a concert in Spencerport.
Yeah, the band concert, at the middle school.
Okay.
6th, 7th, and 8th.
Okay.
Van Halen wasn't in town. You know.
Well, I was like, we have a concert.
Yeah, you did. The way you said
Confused me.
concert, it kind
Yeah,
of.
middle school concert.
Okay.
You know, the band.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a very good production too.
I'm not making fun of you, by the way. I was just
Yeah.
clarifying. Yes, continue. You were
Yes.
at the band concert.
So, and yes, apparently it's been a very rainy spring.
Yeah.
According to the audience. And it's going to keep raining this morning for a little bit, but we're going to get rid of that steady rain. We're going to be optimistic about this, right?
And you're going to talk about sunshine in today's trivia.
I am in the forecast, not in the trivia.
Okay.
We're going to finish this one off. We're going to put this one to bed, okay? This was the 4th record low in the month of May 2020, and it was also the last. And it was also the coldest temperature so late in the season for Rochester on record.
Stop it.
No. It's not to do with the cold.
But it was a record low.
To do with the fact that I have no idea.
Oh, I also have no idea.
Well, 2020 is not that far ago, right?
Yeah, but 2020, you remember what happened in 2020?
I do.
A lot.
Lots of things, lots of not so great things
Yeah.
happened in 2020. Yes, especially during this time period.
This one's a roll of the dice for me. I'll say it right now.
33, 29, 27, or was it 24 degrees on this date back in 2020? Can you imagine 4 record lows in the first 2 weeks of a month?
But it's
It was the coldest.
cold. Yeah.
It was the
Explain that
coldest.
again?
It was the coldest start to the month of May for the first 2 weeks in Rochester's history.
I feel like, and I wasn't here because I was working in Vermont.
Yeah.
But in my mind, everybody was inside anyways because
Didn't
of the
notice.
pandemic.
Yeah.
It would seem like people wouldn't really notice that much.
And that probably has a lot to do with it, because something like that would usually stick in the memory, right?
Yeah.
If you were that cold for that long. But
Yep.
yeah, we'll have that answer right here at 9 o'clock, right here on ARC Rochester. We've got a look at the rain. We'll go back to the other story now. It's been raining. Make it stop, right? Look at all these days. It's not a lot of rain, at least for the last, if you added up all those numbers, it's not a ton of rain. But, 5 out of the last 7 days have had rain. Sunday and Monday were the only 2 dry days officially, and that's a calendar day from midnight to midnight. So far today, it's 1600s, but we're going to add on to that just a little bit more. There's the puddle ducky up there dancing away. Rainfall today, it varies a little bit across the area. I would say on average it's about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. South Bristol, 2200s there. Brockport, 2000s. You see it just north of Buffalo, a little bit more than that. And Wolcott had almost 1/3 of an inch. So if you're heading to the Lilac Festival today, the rain and thunder chances there again this afternoon, but it's just not going to be a washout. It's going to be, wear the boots if you're off the walking paths, that kind of deal. If you're going to get into the lilacs. 63 degrees, still that small chance of a passing shower tomorrow, and heading down the road back to the 60s for Friday, so not so bad then. But 50 for right now. The visibility not perfect at 7 miles. If we didn't have the rain and low cloud deck, that would be at 10 miles. But that rain, here's the good part. The steadiest rain shifting off to the east of Rochester. There it goes, those yellows out into Wayne County and Ontario County moving out. So the morning drive, if you're heading out in the next hour or so, should start to dry out a little bit, especially west of Rochester. Now the big view showing low pressure in the northern Great Lakes, and that low pressure area starting to push off to the east. That cold front that comes in, that's going to give us a chance for some thunder this afternoon. That could be a huge chance. Areas east of Rochester are going to have a better chance, but that little line right there that's in western New York is going to start to slide to the east and into central New York. There may be a few strong thunderstorms out towards Syracuse and Utica, but I think our chance here is pretty low for western New York. Overnight tonight, lots of clouds around, and for Thursday, there's the showers. 6 out of 8 days, until it's really until Friday when we really start to turn this ship around, so to speak.
Emphasize that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I said it. Potential rain amounts. You're seeing, another 1/10 or so for Rochester. Add on what could fall on Thursday, and it's not going to be a lot more. And just enough to keep things damp, enough to keep things green, and enough to keep my backyard like a walking sponge.
And to keep you employed.
There you go. Something to track.
There
right?
you go.
Something to track in the forecast. Damp and gray for today. There's that thunder chance late this afternoon. And I think that is, again, especially east into the Finger Lakes and central New York. Later tonight, it's a mostly cloudy sky, kind of seasonably cool. Looks like it's going to be mainly rain-free, but some mist and drizzle will be a possibility overnight tonight. The extended forecast is damp and cooler on Thursday, kind of out of season again. A little bit more like April. Some sunshine for Friday. We'll see temps back in the 70s for Saturday, Sunday. And 80-degree warmth on the board for the first. Will we use air conditioning for the first time this season?
No.
If
we
it's
talked
available.
about it earlier.
Yeah?
No,
No way?
No.
No.
I don't. Not unless it's beastly hot.
I miss sweating.
Yeah.
I do. Like.
And there's not going to be humidity with this like we would experience in August.
So that would be a normal day in July. 80, 82 would be a normal high temperature for the month of July. So this is going to come with that normal July air feel. So dew points in the 50s, low 60s, not upper 60s and 70s. That's where it's a steamboat out there. Yeah.
Yeah, no. You leave the AC off for at least another month.
Yeah.
You open the windows, open the doors.
Let that air in.
Absolutely.
You can turn the fan on.
Turn the
Oh,
furnace
yeah,
off.
absolutely.
Fan is fine.
Yep.
Windows
Furnace
open.
off.
Furnace
Yep.
off,
Yeah.
for sure. Looking forward to
My
that.
husband got so mad at me the other day because you know,
What'd we do?
it was cool outside,
Uh-huh.
but I still wanted the windows open, but I did have our heat.
Oh, so you were paying to
little
heat the neighborhood.
That's exactly what he said. That was word for word. And there
Were you
was
raised
like
in a barn?
hand motion.
I went upstairs, the kids had their windows open. In the morning it was in the 30s, like cracked.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, come on. I mean, the heat's on.
I know, but it
know?
creates like the perfect like mixture.
Yeah, I still got to do it.
33. It was 33.
I need that cold air though while I'm sleeping.
I get it. It is
You
easier
know?
to sleep when it's cold.
It is.
I get it.
It is. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We still have much more to get to here on Arc Rochester.
We're back right after this.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
He's never
Good to
been
see
here
you.
before. He doesn't know where to sit. How's it going?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yippers.
It's a very spring-like suit, my friend.
Hey,
I like
just
it.
trying to ring it in so it can be.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. It's time for Wealth Wednesday, and today we are talking all about retirement.
This morning, we're learning ways we can turbocharge our retirement planning, making sure we're ready once that time finally arrives. We're joined now by wealth advisor Jarrett Felton. We're talking about two certain generations, yes?
Sure.
Yeah, age
sure.
groups, I guess I should say.
Yeah, during certain decades of your life.
Yeah.
Right. All we got to do is keep living, and we'll get there too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, so let's get right into it. Gen Xers, you want to start there?
Sure. So really the two decades are when you're in your 50s and when you're in your 60s. What are some of the things that we can do to better position ourselves for a successful and a sustainable retirement, right? So let's get in there. So when we're in our 50s, right, it's pretty unique that the IRS allows for people in that age group to contribute more to their retirement plan. So across the board, everybody can put in the $24,500 into their 401k, 403b, 457 if you work for a municipality, and even for our government employees in the TSP world, right? Now, when you hit 50 and above, you could put an additional $8,000 in on top of that, what they call the catch-up provision, which is one very cool aspect that I don't know if a lot of people, most people probably know about it, but I don't know if they actually take action, right? Most people say, I put in a certain dollar amount into my 401k or a percentage, but I don't know if it equals the max that they could put in. And I think they need to be just more cognizant or aware of what they're entitled to taking advantage of.
Absolutely.
That's probably just a good place to start. The next thing, maybe we want to start taking a look at the pre-tax and post-tax or Roth buckets that you have set up, right? So how much of your money is going into your retirement plan on a pre-tax basis, which means that when you start pulling it out at retirement, it's going to be taxable to you, which could also disrupt, upset, or cause other taxable implications like Medicare premiums when you get older, taxes on Social Security, and so forth. So we want to make sure that we're not too top heavy in the pre-tax. We understand what the Roth bucket does for you, meaning when you pull money out in retirement, what's not taxable to you or what does not disrupt those two factors. Go ahead.
What percentage should I have in each?
That's a great question. I think that's a great segue to number 3, which is we need to start stress testing our retirement trajectory in our 50s.
I'm stressed about it, that's for sure.
Dan, I know you are, my friend. I know you're stressed. That's all right. Hang with me, man. We'll talk after the show. But I think the stress testing part is the key, right? So that kind of gives you the idea of what things will look like when the time comes. But when you're in your 50s, at least you have another 7 years, maybe another 14 years or so forth to really start to play around with, have I put too much in the pre-tax? Should I start allocating more to the post-tax or to the Roth piece? So when the time comes for retirement and we start transitioning out into those glory years, golden years, we know which buckets or silos we can pull from, what's taxable and what's not. Because in retirement, you could have $1 million, $2 million, but if it's all taxable, you're going to have that tax haircut.
Yeah.
Federal for sure, state depending on where you live or relocate to.
When you say stress test,
Sure.
just elaborate on that a little more.
Yeah. So stress test, I call it the great retirement rehearsal. We need to start playing with different scenarios and trajectories, getting with a qualified professional like Investment or those that you work with or that you're comfortable with and trust. But start plugging in all of your investments that you have, all your retirement plans, your bank accounts, rental properties. If you own a business like myself, start looking at what that looks like for succession plan. Are you going to sell it? Are you going to just die in the workplace? Maybe like myself. I don't know. I'm going to stay forever because I love it. But, you need to start putting stress and pressure on your plan and forecast it out to see what it looks like. So when that retirement date comes, you kind of have an idea and you're not walking into it blind.
And what am I pulling out of those retirement accounts on a monthly basis? What percentage am I allowed to be pulling out to make sure that those assets they're still assets there in 10 years?
Yeah. So a key phrase that we use at my firm at Investment is, making sure that, your money doesn't die before you do. Basically where you're going at. So there are different statistical numbers out there through the Financial Planning Association and whatnot, and the CFP that help people understand. It's called a withdrawal rate, right? So of all the monies that you have saved in your lifetime, when it comes time for retirement, we want to make sure that your withdrawal rate stays under a certain percentage, not a dollar, but a percentage. So we tend to look at 4%. We tend to look at 3%. So on $1 million, you can pull out at 4%, $40,000 a year. So when you stop, pause, and think about that for a second, $1 million sounds like a lot. I could pull out 4% according to just Jarrett. Everybody has a different percentage that they work from. Now you start looking at, is that all pre-tax? Because if it's $40,000 gross, what is the net number? It's going to be less. If it's all Roth, hey, that's a field day for you because gross is your net. So I love the way that you're asking these questions because it's literally all in sequential order and how you should be thinking about it. It's perfect. You may be stressed, but you're asking all the right questions. And that is the first place to begin.
And
I love it.
Then step number 2 is to continue to work for the next 60 years?
Well, speaking of 60, let's talk about in the 60s, right? So when you're in your 60s, here are a couple things that people can start to look at. So they've done all the 3 things in their 50s. They're in their 60s now. Number 1, there's an additional, what they call a super catch-up, which allows you to put in $11,250 over the $24,500.
Okay.
So it includes that $8,000 that people can do in their 50s. So it's $11,250 plus the $24,500.
Okay.
Now, the second thing that I would suggest is start taking a look at diversification, right? So the closer you get, traditional, conventional wisdom would say maybe you start to scale back on risk. And, everybody's different. At my firm, we tend to look at your investments in perpetuity. So we don't take the traditional approach of, when I get to retirement, I need to just scale back and just go more fixed or go less risk because that money has to last. But we tend to look at ways to diversify, whether you could do a self-directed 401k with where you're at and get broader and better diversification, whether you can have an advisor on your account. Some plans allow that. You just have to look at your plan documents. And last but not least, which is probably the most important piece in your 60s, is how do you turn your savings into a paycheck? You're losing a paycheck, whether you're paid biweekly or monthly, whether you're salaried or maybe commissioned. How do you turn all of the money that you've amassed, all of the real estate or your operating business, how do you sell it? How do you turn all of your assets into a paycheck that you are otherwise going to lose? That is a skill, a science, and an art.
Wow.
That's part 3 of
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah. We may have to
segment,
pick it.
'cause we got to go into that one. I've got questions.
He's stressed. He's stressed.
I am. Investant.com is
Yep.
the website. Jared
Yep.
Felton is the man. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. All right.
Time right now, 8:39. When we come back, a lot more to come on Arc Rochester. We're going to check in again with Chris Lopez. Fingers crossed that
Yes.
it works. He's enjoying a glass of wine or 2 on this Wednesday morning.
And some sourdough. Don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Hey, we're back after this.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good
Jared.
signal. 4100, 4200
Oh,
now.
no, I don't. I need that.
Yeah, 4200 in a good picture.
Welcome back. Restaurants across the Finger Lakes offer just about every cuisine that you could imagine, but one local spot is bringing a distinct Spanish flair to the table.
They are, and they're celebrating their 2nd year in business. Pinxto Wine Bar and Tapas specializes in small plates, bold flavors, and a carefully curated wine list. Chris Lopez is live there this morning. He's tasting his way through every one of those menus.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yes, we are. We're going to absolutely be pairing some of the food now with some of the wine. I'm here with Julian, owner and executive chef here at Pinxto. This is, tell the audience what this is.
So this is our mushroom confit. It's one of our tapas, one of our better selling tapas. It typically is served with our bread. It can be served gluten-free or even vegan if we leave off that beautiful egg yolk in the center. Mushrooms just sort of slowly cooked in olive oil until they take on a velvety texture. Really just savory and delicious. And it's paired with...
I've never had anything confit. That is fantastic.
Thank you.
So I asked you what does confit mean, and then what is it? It's with fat.
It means with fat.
fat.
Usually it denotes that it's been cooked sort of submerged in fat.
Whoa. Okay, that should be breakfast every single morning. Probably way too fatty for me. And we're gonna pair it with.
Well, it's good fat. It's olive oil.
Yeah, it's good fat.
This is mencilla. It's a grape from northwestern Spain. It has a little earthiness to it. It's a lighter body, but it's got a nice earthiness that complements, I think, the mushrooms really nicely.
Beautiful stuff. I like that. That's a good pairing right there. Okay.
Thanks.
We got some stuff to get to, and then we're gonna move over to this side over here. And then what do we have over here, Julian?
This is one of our most iconic tapas. This is called sobrasada, and that is a cured chorizo-like sausage that comes from Mallorca, but it stays soft and spreadable. So we usually serve it with our bread, or if gluten-free, with gluten-free crackers, and It's just gorgeous. We serve it with a little honey and chili to sweeten it up and add a little bit of spice. It's not spicy inherently.
If I could have chorizo every single day of my life for every single meal, I would. It's absolutely fantastic. So I know I'm not going to hate this at all.
And that's Iberico pork that's made with too.
Okay, that is so rich. I have not had Iberico pork. Wow. I showed Abby the Iberico sausage that was like $1,300. That, speechless, right? That is fantastic. And I thought, I'm like, okay, he's just giving me a small little dish. I can eat all of this. No, this is so rich and tasty. You cannot eat any more than what is in here. This is fantastic. We still have to get to a wine, though.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so the wine.
I paired it with an equally rich wine. This is our fullest bodied red that we pour by the glass here at Pinxto. This is from a region called Toro. It's basically the same kind of grape they use in Rioja, Ribera del Duero, Tempranillo, but this is the kind of great granddaddy of them all. Very concentrated, really full-bodied.
Fantastic pairing. How do you come up with the pairing with the actual food dishes? Is that all you, or do you consult with someone? Because you're knocking it out of the park.
Thank you so much. I definitely always have active conversation with my team. I love to get a variety of opinions. I don't want just my opinion to be the big one. My opening team taught me a lot about this. My current team walks through it with me, and sometimes it's roulette. You try a few different wines with something till you find the right fit.
Holy crap. I can't cuss on television. That is fantastic, man. Wow. Okay. We have to talk about more stuff than the chorizo there. You have more stuff coming. You are still a baby in this, right? You're only 2 years. What do you plan to do in the future with this?
Well, what we've been doing monthly for a while now, we have 2 different styles of wine dinners that we do. One is just for 8 guests, and it's a family-style experience. I sit at one end of the table, and we just have everything on the table, past the red, past the white. If you're the guy sitting by the salad, you're the guy dishing it out. We also do once a month, in alternating weeks, an 18-seat ticketed dinner in our dining room in the Blue Room, and that's 6 courses of pairing, different wine, different food. I cook for those, and that's really fun. And I do a lot of grilling for those too, which I'll be doing, of course, this summer quite a bit.
Julian, you are an ice cream guy at heart. You had a fantastic ice cream business back in New York City. You are here in Canandaigua opening this restaurant up. Quite a contrast, but you are bringing the ice cream here, is what you said, and we're okay to reveal that.
That is true, yeah. I've just sort of purchased an ice cream machine that's suitable for a restaurant. So I think by probably mid-June, we'll have ice cream on the menu here to complement our desserts, maybe as a standalone offering, and we'll kind of see where it goes. My last ice cream company got bigger than I thought it would, so we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to be back in that space.
This guy was hustling incredibly hard in New York City with an ice cream business. He was everywhere and anywhere that he could be. However, we got like probably 45 seconds. Yeah. We haven't gotten to the sherry.
Yeah,
You've been telling me about the sherry. Sherry. It's an old lady drink. No, you're saying not the case.
Definitely not. There's so much variety in it, and it's one of my favorite wines to show people because it's the perfect example of wine pairing in the sense that the wine makes the food taste better and the food makes the wine taste better. A synergy emerges when you have them together.
Why so little? Why so little of a glass and not something like that?
Well, that one especially is our sweetest wine by far on the menu. It's our dessert wine, but it's not cloyingly sweet. It's balanced with a little acid and a little oak. Oh, I mean, you can shoot it if you want to. I usually
was I supposed
sip,
to
but
sip?
no, that's hey.
Wow, I was
you.
supposed to sip that. Excuse
That's
my
you.
manners.
No, you got a whole day ahead of you. You got to get to work. You know?
That was fantastic. Real quick, you can make vegan options as well as gluten-free options. You've already been getting emails about that.
Yeah, we've got a couple things that are pretty easy to do vegan on our menu. We do our best, and we also can do gluten-free options for most of our menu.
Okay.
And vegetarian, no problem.
This is not vegan, however. I am sorry like, Dan, you can't taste this. This is fantastic, man. When are you guys open?
4 to 9, 4 to 10
9.
Friday, Saturday, 4 to 9 Tuesday through Thursday.
Check out Julian and his staff. Incredibly, an encyclopedia really on all things wine, Spanish wine, and food. You must check this place out. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. I have to finish my chorizo.
Yeah, you have
Cheers.
to.
You have to. Listen, I love that he called you out for downing that shot of sherry.
All right, Chris, thank you. Hey, when we come back, it's time for us to get cooking this Wednesday morning.
We're going to tell you more on the other side of the break. Hey, it's time to head into the kitchen for this morning's Spatchcock Funk. And although they are a little late, this morning they are showing us one of their favorite Mother's Day recipes.
Today they're cooking up a dish with a Girl Scout twist. It's perfect for breakfast in bed. Take a look.
Happy Mother's Day from Spatchcock Funk. These are the dirty Girl Scout pancakes. For all you moms out there who roll your sleeves up and get your hands dirty raising us all up, these are for you. We're gonna make these pancakes from scratch because we know how to, but you don't need to. If you wanna use one of these things and just use the Girl Scout cookies in there, that works too. So our dry ingredients first. We're gonna start with 1.5 cup all-purpose, our dry ingredients, and then add the wet ones, and then finally the Girl Scout cookies. So we have 1.25 cups of milk, 3 tablespoons of melted butter. We want that buttery taste in there. 1 egg, lightly beaten. And then 1 sleeve of crushed up Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies. Thanks, girls, big time. Now we're gonna mix this up, and as we're doing it, right, and creating our batter, the first time I had these, I was actually at my boy Jimmy Delia's house, and we had been out the night before, you know, researching all the libraries and churches in the area. And the next morning, my man decided to make us something. He found some Girl Scout cookies. Now, you know him, he owns Pizza Man Pub. He's a heck of a cook, and he whipped these on the spot with some champagne eggs, maybe a beer for breakfast, but gotta tell you, I've been jonesing for these pancakes ever since. It was a righteous breakfast for all those righteous Girl Scouts and women in the world taking good care of us. This is a dessert type breakfast worthy of your respect. We've got our mix looking great, you know, a little whiskey business, and we're gonna add some whiskey to it later anyway. So we're on our griddle we got heated up over here. You can use a pan. They are pancakes after all. We're gonna put a couple tabs of butter because we wanna cook these in butter, not anything else when you're making delicious pancakes. Now we're gonna label up these beauties. So we're gonna do 1 scoop for each one.
Amazing America 250, America Remembers, is sponsored by Prevagen.
Millions of Americans board a train every day just to get to work in some cases, but more than 150 years ago, one invention made that journey possible for future generations. One photograph capturing the moment America in many ways became one. May 10th, 1869, a huge crowd gathered at Promontory Summit, Utah, to see a golden spike driven into the final tie connecting the eastern and western sections of the Transcontinental Railroad. It took the back-breaking labor of tens of thousands of Chinese immigrants, Irish workers, Civil War veterans to make it happen. Before the railroad, crossing the country took 4 to 6 brutal months by wagon, now down to just 7 days. The result, trade exploded, towns sprang up overnight. Within 10 years, the railroad was shipping $50 million worth of freight. Today, that number has grown to more than $233 billion, but the railroad's reign would not last forever. Detroit would put America on wheels, and the highway and the airplane were coming next. For America Remembers, I'm Angela Brown, the National News Desk.
Amazing America 250, America Remembers, was sponsored by Prevagen.
I'm on my
Is
way.
everything cool for your interview?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoom link is sent off, so I don't know.
This guy, I don't know
Fingers
if you've been on
crossed.
before, but hopefully he doesn't get shy.
Are you guys hearing me okay? I sound like I'm going in. Oh, okay. I was like, maybe it's just my IFB.
I feel it coming together. Is that Irene Cara or
is that Dan Track?
That's Dan Track.
Oh, a Dan Track special.
Yes.
I don't know what this hair is doing. In today's political pulse, President Trump wants to suspend the federal gas tax. The move would require congressional authorization, but could it actually provide relief to drivers at the pump? I speak to an economics professor to weigh in. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. Ark Rochester returns after this.
O'clock on this Wednesday morning, May 13th. Thank you for sticking with us on Ark Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
I'm Dan Track. That is meteorologist Mark McLean, back with the answer to weather trivia. You've got the muddy pause forecast, you have the full forecast, and a lot of rain.
Yeah, it's been tough. We were just talking in the break. You know, some of the outside stuff isn't even out yet. Like the patio furniture, got to wash the deck or whatever else. It just feels like some of the stuff has moved up. Memorial Day's early. Mother's Day was a little early, right? So,
but the season is where it belongs.
It is, and it's going to turn in this forecast. We are going to see some changes that I think you'll like down the road. Get those temps back in the 70s and 80s. So, you know, there is that turn, but if you're looking for the turn today, the only thing that's turned on is the faucet, right? Weather trivia first. Rochester had a record cold start in the month of May of 2020. We actually set 4 record low temperatures in the first 2 weeks of that month. And this date was the coldest of the bunch. It was also the coldest temperature so late in the spring season for Rochester. So how cold did it get? Did it get down to 33, 29, 27, or 24? And we've got our responses here from Facebook this morning. I bet we have a bunch of them. Someone told me yesterday, they said it takes you almost as long to read the comments now as it does to get through the
it does.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah's got A. Betty, Debbie's got B. Dan's tie is colorful.
no.
Oh, thank you, Herb. We like that.
Oh, wow.
Lori and Tom C. Dan's always got some bright ties. Kathy B. Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right, Herb. I know where I am in your
Sandra C,
book.
Sandra D, Dave C, Ron and Cheryl C, Sue B, Debbie D this morning. Louie's got A. Shelley, Jim, and Paul have C. Barb and Barbara have B this morning. And we got another page. I know, Kyla, we're going to get, that's why I said we'll wash this out right now. Barbara C, Judy and David C, Lisa's dad B, Kevin and
Kyla
Connie
told
B,
you yesterday
Lisa
to
D.
stop.
I
Why
know.
won't you listen to Kyla?
Well, because it was such an anomaly, and I just didn't have time yesterday. I was so busy. Jack B, Deb, Jack's wife C, Katie and Robert B, Frank and Mary Pat C, Richard and Eva A. It was low-hanging fruit. You know, the record book, you can open the record book. There's all these obscure records. Look at him. He's mildly irritated.
No.
No irritation over here.
No,
We're
not
good.
irritated at all. I'm biting my tongue is what I'm doing.
I knew it.
I'm biting my tongue. There was a dig that I really wanted to take a second.
it.
No.
Have you noticed we've almost been nice to Mark on TV for almost a full week?
Yeah, and we just got to look at the ratings.
I got to tell you, it's been one of the most challenging weeks at 13 Wins. I feel like we should get hazard pay.
I
this.
guess I didn't realize how often I was doing it until every time he talks, I'm like.
There's a crutch. It's a crutch that we both have to tease you.
That's all right.
Sorry, Mark.
I get big shoulders. I give it back too.
You do.
I do.
You do. You just.
All right, but what are we picking? Let's go
I'm
back
going
to
C.
C?
Yeah, I'll go see.
What is C? 27?
Was it 27?
I believe so.
Let's see those. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going
Boom.
27.
Hey, there
How about
we go.
that? Yeah, but to have 27, 2 weeks into May, you're starting to get into a range where, even you'd start to look at buds on fruit trees. Some of the.
Yeah.
It's not great. And if you had a 24 this time of the year, that would be horrible. But what's this say? At 44.1, it was the coldest start for the first 2 weeks of May in Rochester's recorded history. Huh? So 44.1 average for that stretch. Somebody talk to me.
Oh, boy. Can you go back to that?
Yeah, what did I do?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
I just want to, on this date, Rochester had, Rochester had IT no apostrophe S.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Everybody makes mistakes, Mark.
Yes, and that's not me. That was producer Ashley calling
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, producer Ashley.
Oh, it was Mike, calling you out.
Mike, that's one of Mike's.
EP, Mike DeGiorgio.
Yeah, that's one of his pet peeves. Recent rainfall, 2-day totals, 0.2 in Rochester, 0.18 Canandaigua, 0.21 Penn. So not not enough that you'll remember it 2 weeks from now, but enough that if you're driving through this morning, you're using the windshield wipers. Look at the geese.
Some tough security right there.
Honest, right?
They're terrifying.
You ever get too close to one of them?
Yeah.
And then,
Yes.
chased off the canal path or something?
Some of them hiss.
Yeah.
They were swarming the airport last time we were at the airport. I was like, man, they really increased security.
Wow.
You don't want to mess with them.
Have they ever come up and pecked you?
There was a pond at SUNY Oswego. I think it was called Glimmerglass Pond or something. And there was so many of these Canadian geese around it. And one of the walking paths gets a little too close. And yeah, I had one. I had physical contact once. Yeah.
What?
Look at that.
What did you just do with your hands there?
Yeah.
What
Well,
was it? Did you hit the
No,
goose?
you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Well, then why did you go like
they're
that?
They're protected. They're protected.
And it was the pond had a bunch of Canada geese.
Yeah.
They're not Canadian.
Oh, Canada. Canada geese? Mm-hmm. There's no such thing as Canadian geese?
No.
Okay. Is there Canadian citizens?
There are.
Oh, okay. We'll go over this in the break. Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop. We're
Back-
gonna get.
back to
I know.
America.
I know.
You're going to give me extra time for this.
Yes.
You're going to give me extra time. Hopefully it won't come out of Truth or Trash, which is upcoming, by the way. Look at the babes up there. Come on. Tomorrow, some wet paws. Drying out Friday, Saturday, Sunday as we head into the weekend. So Lilac Festival looking a lot better for Friday with some sunshine. 63 degrees, but the cool day is going to be tomorrow, Thursday, for 53. Lots of clouds out there, but that deck is going back up. Visibility is back up to 10 miles. That's great news for you, especially west of the city. Ultimate Doppler showing that steadiest rain pushing off to the east now out towards Syracuse and central New York. And it looks like, later this afternoon when this cold front comes in, that area will also be the target area for possibly some thunderstorm development. You'll see this little line start to flare up this afternoon. There it is east of Rochester. That line may intensify just a little bit into central New York, so if you have to travel out in that direction, just be aware that you may catch some thunder showers later this afternoon. I think we're pretty safe closer to Rochester. Overnight tonight back to the low 40s, and then tomorrow's just not going to move. Look at the clouds. Look at the sprinkles, mist, drizzle in the forecast for tomorrow. It's one of these days where it's, again, like being in the bathroom after a hot shower, kind of a misty and damp experience. Future weather into Friday starts to clear out, and it's not going to be a ton of rain, but it's going to be one where, on a calendar day, it's going to show up in the record for us. Maybe 1/10 of an inch closer to Rochester, a 1/4 inch off to the east of the city. So the hour-by-hour forecast will take temps into the 60s. That's a little below normal this time of the year. The normal is actually back close to 70 degrees for the high temperature, and I think we will get there, but it's going to take a little while. This weekend, the warm weekend at the Lilac Festival will be in the mid-70s for Saturday, near 70 for Sunday, and 80s on the board early next week.
I think we're going to get a large turnout this weekend at the Lilac Festival.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Packed.
It'll be nice. It'll be good for the vendors, too.
It will.
Local garden centers will also be very busy this weekend.
Oh boy, people outside getting those garden beds ready.
I got some goodies for tomorrow for From the Ground Up too.
Oh,
stopped out yesterday. We shoot it on Tuesday. It airs on Thursday. So, but we got some goodies in the studio.
Very nice. I've got our plants are going at home.
Nice.
Ours?
Mm-hmm.
Sprouting up.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't tell her yet.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm growing some for you too. You got to take them.
He's growing your garden.
I have an ungodly amount of carrots, broccoli, lettuce, spinach.
I know. I love all of this.
String beans.
You can't kill those.
You're going to have to take some.
But you cannot blame me if they die.
I don't want to know what happens after I give it to you.
Okay.
I'm going to sign all of my rights away.
You'll just have to hire a gardener for vacations in the summer.
Yes.
Oh, we're not taking vacations this year.
Like a babysitter.
No.
The economy is tough.
The roof.
The roof.
Oh. Yeah.
The roof is the vacation. The roof is also the birthday present and Christmas.
Yeah.
The red roofing.
Second honeymoon, too.
Yeah, the roofing. Love it, by the way.
Stick around. When we come back, a lot more here on Arc Rochester, including looking ahead to an upcoming comedy show that's got some big laughs, and it's all for a great cause.
Don't forget, we are streaming. You can join us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Good. How's life with you?
Yeah, no complaints.
Okay, good.
What's going on?
Thanks so much for
Hi,
coming
Pam.
in.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Here we go.
Things good?
Things are good, yeah.
Great to see you again.
You go closer to them.
Oh, okay.
This is your thing, really.
I guess so. You could say.
Forgive me. You smell very good.
Oh, thank you.
What is it? It's like a vanilla.
Yes.
Something
So it's called the brand is
9:13 this morning, a local nonprofit that looks to help families and young patients going through a cancer diagnosis is once again teaming up with area comedians for a night of good fun.
1330 Cancer Connect wants everyone to know that sometimes you just gotta laugh, and you can do it at Comedy at the Carlson Friday. For more on the event, we're joined by the program director, Michaela Digg, and comedian Todd Youngman. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
You know, every time we see the promotion for this event, part of me always goes, because you know, everybody knows somebody whose lives have been impacted by cancer.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the idea of laughing about it is kind of like, okay, all right, so we're doing this. But the event is wonderful. It raises money for such a fantastic cause.
Absolutely.
Explain it to the folks at home.
Absolutely. So 1330 Cancer Connect, we're a nonprofit that does free peer support for teens and young adults with cancer, which is always kind of like, what does that really mean? It's really just a place for this middle age group. They're not really peds, they're not that older adult group, to find others that they can connect with. So it's expressive art programs, fitness, cooking, nutrition. And then this program that we have coming up on Friday, our show, is going to be our members. They've, over the past 10 weeks, been doing rehearsals with us here and in Syracuse, and they're gonna get up on stage and make you laugh at cancer.
And how many comedians are taking part?
Absolutely. So we have 6 going to be there, and then me and my coworker Kelly, we're both survivors, and so we'll be hosting. So I guess you get like 8 special, but really it's those 6 that will be up there.
Very cool.
And Todd, tell us where you come in here.
I came in, in 2022, I was trying to think when we were in there. 2022, I got together with 1330. They're looking to do something for their Journeys program, which is something they do every fall. They want to do like an improv thing, and Mark Ippolito, who runs Comedy at the Carlson, was like, oh, I volunteered you for this improv thing. And I'm like, I don't do improv. I said, maybe they'll do stand-up, and I pitched them the idea. They didn't like it, and then like a couple days later, they called and said, let's do stand-up. And Michaela was one of my first, people I mentored with 3 other people, and it's just snowballed into this thing that we do every spring now at Comedy at the Carlson, and it sells out. It's amazing.
Well, because it's truly a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah.
It really is. Someone, who is struggling and going through something unimaginable, up on stage, owning that stage and making people laugh.
Yeah.
That is an incredible talent and gift if you have that. Michaela, for you, what was the mentoring process like?
Yeah.
What is it? Because I imagine you walk in the door the first time and you're like, I gotta get up there and do what?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a little intimidating. I mean, Todd really just tells us, tell me some stories. Tell me what this journey has looked like for you. And then we kind of take that, and, a lot of times the journey with cancer, it's sort of ridiculous, and whether that's in a good way or a bad way. And so those ridiculous moments you could kind of fluff up and make funny, and that's sort of where it comes into. And they start to sort of get that ownership back over their cancer. Before it was, they're having to follow the regimen that the cancer tells them to do for their survivorship, where this is, now they're in the driver's seat and they're telling the cancer, here's what I get to tell the world about it.
Can you give us an example?
Oh gosh.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff about, we have, classic thoughts and prayers, and how those are usually not the best thing to receive, and how those kind of change.
They're well intended.
Oh yes, most definitely. We have a lot of, things that people don't think about are funny. We have a lot of girls who had breast cancers, those things like menopause, those surgeries that you are kind of like, this doesn't sound funny, but there's this twist of, we're going through this as 20-year-olds, kind of like, what is this world and what does this all mean?
I want to go back to something you just said 45 seconds ago. This gives these voices ownership over the cancer, ownership over that disease.
Yeah.
For you, what was that like?
It was really empowering, because it sort of made it, you get diagnosed and you really think, this is all that my life is, and what is my life before? How do I be that person again? And through that experience, it changes you. And so it was nice to find this new normal of, I can have my cancer identity be part of me, but it doesn't have to be the whole thing. And I can pick and choose when it becomes the forefront and when it's just something in the background.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people will want to come out and see the show and support 1330. If somebody wants to get tickets, they want to get involved, what do they need to know?
Yeah, they go to carlsoncomedy.com. Go right on there, look for Sometimes You Gotta Laugh, buy your tickets and come out and have a laugh. The thing I love most about it is it's very empowering to the kids. It takes, in my mind, it kind of takes the power away from the cancer. Like it says we're making fun of it. Yeah, we're making fun of the absurdity of everything they had to go through. And the stories are incredible. When I sit with them initially, I'm like, tell me your story. And I tell them up front, I'm going to help make fun of your story. I'm not mocking you in any way, but we're going to make light of it. And they're in for it. And we go for it. It's fun.
Gosh, the strength that takes, the courage that takes to the whole performance angle of it on top of the battle that they're surviving.
It's my favorite thing to do annually. Like I do comedy year round. This is the one thing I look forward to every year. And it fulfills me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you both so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Yes,
thank you.
Great to see you. As always, if you'd like to go to the show, and why wouldn't you, head to foxrochester.com and 13wham.com. We'll post all the information for you there.
We certainly will. 9:19 this morning. Don't go far when Ark Rochester returns. Stephanie Joseph is back. She's breaking down some of our top political headlines.
The Political Pulse is coming up next.
It's time for a political pulse check here on Ark Rochester. The average price for a gallon of regular gas is nearing a record high. According to AAA, the national average is about $4.51. That's up more than $1.50 since the war with Iran began in February. The country's record high was set back in 2022 at just above $5. President Trump wants to suspend the federal gas tax, which adds about 18.4 cents per gallon to the price of regular.
How long are you going to suspend that tax for?
Till it's appropriate, yeah. It's a small percentage, but it's still money.
A gas tax suspension would require congressional approval. To help break down the potential impact, I'm joined by economics professor at RIT, Ahmed Batapiao. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. I want to start off with kind of the purpose of the gas tax. I know through some research of my own, it does provide a little bit of federal revenue, specifically to the Highway Trust Fund, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So the gas tax, which is a pittance, basically, as you pointed out, 18.4 cents per gallon, is an important input into maintaining our national roads infrastructure in general. So if that gas tax now goes away, or at least is paused temporarily, the Treasury will take a substantial hit on the collections that will now not occur.
Absolutely. And I'm wondering, when it comes to the consumer, would they see any sort of relief at the pump if this were to be something that happened?
Oh, that's yet to be determined, because in principle, well, firstly, if you believe that something is better than nothing, then I guess this helps, because as President Trump pointed out, it's a very small percentage of the price of gas, 18.4 cents per gallon, as opposed to the average gas price, which is somewhere in the vicinity of $4.52. So it's a very small percentage. But the other thing to keep in mind is that the gas tax is typically collected by wholesalers. So whether or not these wholesalers will then transfer the benefits to consumers is not obvious. They may, in which case consumers will see a small benefit. They may do so partially, in which case consumers would see an even smaller benefit. And if they don't pass that on, then there'll be little or no benefit to consumers.
Wow, so a lot to really follow here. And as you were saying, there's a lot that factors into gas prices. Can you tell us a little bit about the different things?
Yeah, so there's a variety of things that are going on. First is the actual act of pumping for crude oil. Then once the crude oil is brought to the surface, a significant part of the costs have to do with refining. So refining to different levels of purity cost more. So one of the reasons, for instance, why gas costs more in California relative to New York is because California typically insists on higher levels of purification relative to what other states in the United States typically require. Beyond refining, then there's the act of actually transporting the gas from one location to the other. Then there are state taxes typically imposed on top of the federal tax. And finally, of course, there's always differential regional demand. So all of these factors together affect the price of gas.
It seems like some lawmakers, Republicans specifically, have been expressing some optimism about the war coming to an end soon. I want to play some sound for you, and then I have a question about how soon people could see relief.
Everybody relax. Fuel prices will go down. Iran's going to end very, very soon.
Well, I think certainly the gas price situation is tough, but I don't think that's going to be resolved in the next few weeks.
So you heard from lawmakers. They're basically saying that if this gets resolved in the next couple of weeks, then gas prices come down. But is it really that easy?
No, it is not. And in fact, politicians have been saying for a while, including President Trump, oh, that the war is over, Iran's desperate to make a deal with us, they're just dying to make a deal, things of that sort. But the reality is completely different. The reality is that Iran is going to be sitting and trying to delay this as far as possible. They, in some ways, have the upper hand. So it is not in their interest to immediately bring about a cessation of hostilities, but instead to drag it out, because they know that the pain threshold for Americans with midterm elections coming up in less than 6 months is not very high. On the other hand, they have dealt with 8 years of pain during the Iran-Iraq war. And most importantly, this is an Iranian regime that really doesn't care about its people. So they're not really answerable in a way that folks would be in a democracy. So I don't think this is ending anytime soon. That's one point. The second thing is, I don't know how it's going to end. And depending on how it ends, gas prices may not go down anytime soon. In fact, I doubt there's going to be much of relief for consumers all the way through the end of this calendar year.
So I had talked about earlier that gas prices are reaching that record high, $5. How soon do you expect that total to come, that $5 mark?
That kind of depends on a bunch of factors. And one of those factors that has been a relatively bit player right now is what the United States does with its strategic reserve and the amount of oil that it actually produces. So that's one point. The other point is, of course, how quickly we see a cessation of hostilities. And the final point to note is that gas is already above $5 in certain states. California is the prime example that comes to mind. So I expect it to inch forward, but very, very slowly for the remainder of this calendar year before consumers actually start to see a break. And of course, there may be a very small break in terms of temporary pause of the gas tax. But other than that, I don't expect much relief for the remainder of this calendar year.
If we had to speak in a hypothetical sense, I know you're saying that there's kind of no end in sight. A lot of other experts are also sharing that as well when it comes to gas prices. But should there be some sort of resolution in the near future, let's say 2 months from now, is it possible? How soon could gas prices start to come down? Would that even matter?
If there is a meaningful ceasefire, which the markets actually believe in other words, that it's going to have some level of permanence and not 1 week or 4 weeks or something of that sort, then I do expect gas prices to in fact come down. But the single most important factor there is, does Iran control the Strait of Hormuz or not? And if it does, is it in fact able to charge surcharges on ships that pass and leave the strait? As long as that happens, I think shippers and insurers are going to be leery about going into the Strait of Hormuz because they don't know whether they might be attacked at any one point in time. And intelligence released by the CIA and reported in the New York Times yesterday suggests that Iran has a substantially greater stock of missiles still left untouched relative to what President Trump said in early March about supposedly having destroyed the Iranian military infrastructure. So if they still have substantial capabilities, then there are threats that they will actually take action against ships that are in non-compliance from their perspective is real. And as long as that threat is real, I doubt insurers are going to put their money into insuring ships that go into various ports through the Strait of Hormuz because it's a very high risk right now. And only once we see a meaningful ceasefire, ultimately, if possible, in some kind of treaty between the warring parties, only then will you start to see meaningful declines. But like I said, I don't expect much of relief for consumers for the remainder of this calendar year.
Well, gas prices, we're going to be talking about them for the foreseeable future, especially with Memorial Day travel coming up as well. So we'll be sure to check back in with you to really track what's going on here. But Professor Ahmed, I want to thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Hey, be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
Yeah, I had a real hoot last time. Should I sit right here, you think?
Like,
or
throw them out when you get, like, makeup
Where's the
on
best
or
spot, do you
something,
think?
All right, I'll be back.
I thought you hated
Or maybe
those chairs.
sit in a spot where they can get you on a single cam. Maybe 4.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know which one Marty likes to sit in.
Are they growing on you?
What?
The chairs?
So is it Sun King where Jim is
Still hate 'em?
working? Is that the
Those things are terrible.
recycling place?
They have no
Okay.
question at all.
I was trying to remember. I saw 2 of the trucks on 5 and 20. And I'm like, I couldn't remember if that was the one or if it was just.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. It is time for one of our favorite things here on ARC Rochester. Christian Garzone joining us now
Good morning.
for another round of Truth or
Trash! What an intro. I can't live up to that.
But got to have the fade at the end.
Yeah. The highest rated show on local television, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, local television, national television.
National
I thought.
television.
Yeah, it's just great. It's so wonderful to be back, guys. You always ask me, when's the next Truth or Trash? Well, here we are. We should do this once a week. And, you know, today's a little different. I'm going to have a segment within a segment. So 3 stories for Truth or Trash. Then a segment I'm calling, is it AI or not?
Oh.
You guess.
Okay.
Okay, but we'll start it off with, I got 3 stories. The first one here, are you ready?
Yes.
Russian men breaking their ears to look more like mixed martial arts fighters. A growing cosmetic trend in Russia has men disfiguring their ears to look more like MMA fighters. That's cauliflower ear right there. It happens when an ear undergoes trauma and results in swelling and buildup of fluid under the skin. To make themselves appear more intimidating, Russian men are having their ears squeezed and snapped and cost about $80 per ear. Doctors are saying this is dangerous and can lead to inflammation and blood clots.
$80, I can do it for free.
Not a good idea. Yeah, really, seriously. $80 an ear. So next one, the UFO file. We've all seen the UFO files that came out by the Pentagon, the Defense Department. Look out next for the Thigh Master Craft. We've all seen these files. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, who's been behind these files getting released, said, in the next batch, expect the Thigh Master Craft, a UFO that looks like the TV product made famous by Suzanne Summers in the late 80s. Great set of thighs. I think she passed away. But
she did.
See right there, the pivot point, that's the cockpit, and it's supposed to turn up, if that makes sense. So the bottom portion would be the 2 thigh parts, with the pivot point being the cockpit for the aliens. Expect that in the next batch. How amazing, right? Have you gone through those videos?
No.
Yeah.
I've seen some.
On TV?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
No. He's talking about the UFO videos.
We lived it. We could watch Suzanne Summers as a kid.
You answered that way too eagerly.
Saturday mornings, Marcus Brothers had put on the Suzanne Summers workout.
Cartoons are off. We're watching Suzanne Summers. Up, down, up, down. Yeah. Next story. You ready for this one? Davy Crockett adult film being released. Can you guess the title?
Oh,
it's
no.
Davy Crockett minus the R in Crockett. Adding to the controversy, upsetting historians as they cast a woman in the role for these wild frontier adventures. And the final explosive scene, the climax, you could say, at the Alamo, has details I cannot say on TV.
A woman is playing Davy?
Yeah.
And that's why they're upset?
Yeah, historians, it's not accurate at all, so they're upset about it.
But it's an adult picture.
Yeah, but still, you got to have some semblance of historical reality, I think, even doing an adult picture.
Clearly.
Am I right? I mean, am I correct?
Curtis crying.
I know. But what a great title. I mean, it's so simple, too. Davy Crockett minus the R in Crockett, and you've got a great adult movie, I think. Scriptwriters were really working overtime with that one.
Yeah.
Especially with this Alamo battle at the end. What do you think they're going to do there?
I don't.
We can't remember.
Strap it on and get it done.
There we go. Oh, Daniel. That's so funny.
Well,
We're talking about the Alamo.
Yeah, exactly.
The ending's not in the basement.
Yeah, no. Great movie, by the way. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, 1985.
It all comes back to Pee-wee.
Those are the 3 stories right there. Russian men disfiguring their ears to look like MMA fighters. The Thigh Master Craft, and the next UFO dump from the DOD, and the Davy Crockett adult movie now in production. What's truth? What's trash?
Okay. I think the Davy Crockett adult movie is trash.
Okay.
I think the Thigh Master Defense Department is crap. Trash. I was trying to say crap and craft at the same time.
A flying aircraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to say that the MMA fighter thing is real and it really tells you what kind of man they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to go the cauliflower ear is real.
Okay.
And I'm going to go the Davy Crockett adult movie. Crockett with an R adult movie is also truth.
Wow.
The Thigh Master is trash.
Gotcha.
Put me down for a true trash.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. There you go. Wow, Stephanie.
I am going to go true, trash, and true.
All right, so Steph and I are on the same page.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm kind of thinking like Mark. I think that first one, that's something that would be like, happening in a college dorm. Hey, come on, let's do this, do this way. So I think that one, that would happen. Defense Department, yeah, that one I'd say, yeah, that it would resemble, whatever type of craft is out there. So yeah, I'll go with yes with that one. The Davy Crockett one, I'll say no on that one.
Okay.
Wow.
We're everywhere. We've got some enthusiasts here. We know that it's trash. Davy Crockett's trash. I made that up.
Thank goodness.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I'm going backwards here.
People.
The Russian men breaking, that's true. Defense Department thigh master craft, that is trash as well.
Okay.
I'm the only one that got it.
You got
So, yeah,
it?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah.
Listen, all I'm gonna say
Yeah.
is maybe somebody should explore the Davy Crockett movie. That's I feel like
And
the
yeah.
numbers might be fine. You
I
know?
went to look it up
It
and
might
just
be
to
adventurous.
ensure.
Just not on a work computer.
No, at home. And nothing came up, so I don't think there's actually a Davy Crockett movie.
I mean, I do have one of those hats at home.
Make your own adventures, Dan. Yeah, so funny. Well, I wanted to do a segment within a segment called AI or Not. There's an artist called Rainfall. He released a new album called Carry the Code. It's right here. I have it on CD. But I wanted to play
burned CD.
I wanted to, well, yeah, his one of his relatives gave that to me. But I want to play a minute of the song called Dirt on My Halo. You tell me what's AI about it, what's not. Ashley, do you have it queued up? All right.
I see the cracks, but still you glow. A sinner soul with the heavens flow. God ain't done with you, no, no. Just dirt on your halo.
I was baptized in whiskey, communing in pain. Every heartbreak like thunder cracking down on my name. Used to stare at the mirror like it owed me shame. A good man in the war zone, who's to blame? I ain't claiming saint.
What's not? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Not bad at all. So you tell me, what's AI, what's not about that, if anything?
Can I ask just a question on background?
Yeah.
I guess, can you explain what we're supposed to... Are we questioning the video?
No,
Are we
the music
questioning
itself.
The music?
No,
the music itself.
Yeah, the music itself. The music itself.
Music itself.
Yep. Military veteran.
I think that the whole first part that sounded like a female voice.
That's AI.
The melody.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Melody.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think, Abby?
I think the only thing that was real was maybe the rap.
Okay. Gotcha. Very
The
good.
guy's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
I
else
just
is
like
fake.
the name.
Yeah.
Rainfall.
Like and how it was spelled.
Yeah. Different, right? Different. Yeah. What do you think, Marty?
I'd say the audio was AI, but the video looked real.
Yeah, the video is definitely real. Yeah, that went to accompany it. I will tell you, AI is getting scary these days. So Rainfall, he writes the lyrics and then has AI do everything else. And it's just getting to the point where, when you got videos and music, it's amazing these days. So he's a veteran. He's got a bit of a rough and tumble time after service. The way he expresses himself is by writing lyrics, but he's not technically he doesn't sing or whatever, but AI does the rest. I think we have a great Rochester music scene. Maybe someone would want to work with him and do it for real on stage or something. But AI is just getting so good now. I mean, I thought that was incredible, actually.
That is incredible.
I don't know if you were around at Christmas time, but we had an AI write a Christmas. Well,
I was
we
here.
wrote a lot of the lyrics. The AI, turned it around. I would be interested to see just 6 months out how that technology has advanced and feed that same AI the same lyrics and see what it can spit out this go around.
It's you blink an eye and it's changed.
Yeah.
I mean, Hollywood's like, oh, we're not worried about it. Hollywood, I would be worried about it.
Everyone
pretty
should be.
soon, we're just going to be making our own movies. Make my own Star Wars movie with my face in it.
Are you going to see the new one?
For Indiana Jones.
No?
Even better. I like the way you're thinking. Yeah, I need
Now
a Willie.
that's one that should go to the theaters.
Absolutely. Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Christian Garzon, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. Thank you. Wow, what a sport. What a sport. Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're taking you behind the curtain on Jiva Theater's latest production.
And don't forget, you can watch us on the go. Join us because we're streaming live on the 13 WAN YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Indeed. What are your names again?
I'm Abby.
Abby
I'm Dan.
and Dan, yes.
.944, welcome back. A powerful and very personal new production is taking the stage at Jiva Theater, exploring family, fatherhood, and the patterns we inherit.
Yeah, this morning we're taking a closer look at the solo show Baron Vaughn Cycle Breaker and how it brings humor and honest storytelling to some of life's most complicated family questions. We're joined now by the writer and star of that show, Baron Vaughn. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
So happy to be here.
Absolutely. And for bringing the show to Rochester. It sounds like it's going to be a great time. Give us a little more background.
Well, if it wasn't for Rochester, the show would not exist. I've had this partnership with the Jiva Theater for the last couple of years, and the great people of Rochester have actually been my collaborators in creating the show, because I started it as a workshop, you know, doing stand-up and talking to the audience, and little by little it became this play that we have today. So I'm really happy that I'm able to give it to the people who helped create it.
Tell us more about the concept of the show, Cycle Breaker. What does that mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to find out. You know, people, that's one of those terms that's out there. You know, I like to break cycles. I'm a cycle breaker. So I'm trying to examine what that actually means, what it takes, what it feels like. You know, it is a lot about me and my family and my relationship with my mom, but also my relationship with my kids now, thinking about my own childhood. But that comes up because I'm now trying to give someone else a childhood. So all those issues sort of come up, the way that you were raised and the values you do or don't have.
And I would imagine, what kind of spin do you put on these stories?
Yeah, well, I mean,
is it something to just offer a little levity to the crowd? 'Cause
yes.
Life can get dark.
Yes, yes. There is darkness in the play, I will say. But there's also levity, because that is how life is. You take the good, you take the bad. I feel like there was a theme song that said something about this, about the facts of life. Yeah, so there's darkness, but there's also levity, because I believe in displaying all the different, ways that we can exist.
Tell us a little bit about the writing process. Was it therapeutic? Was it unpleasant? Did you have a good time with it?
Yeah, I think the technical term would be horrifying.
Okay.
That would be, no, it was difficult, but again, like, being able to do stand-up, kind of commune, you could say, with the audiences here in Rochester, and then being able to structure that into a play, kind of find a story, give it a beginning, a middle, and end. I'm lucky I had very great collaborators, Fiona Kyle, my dramaturg, and Evren Odchikin, my director, really helped me structure this thing.
Are there points during the writing process where You're checking in with your family to say, hey, is this an okay story for me to be telling publicly?
Yes. There have been questions about that. I've checked in a lot with my family about it. They haven't. My wife is also a playwright, so she's been very instrumental and knows this play very well in helping me kind of figure some things out. But the rest of my family, my extended family, especially my mother, who was a big part of the play, she hasn't seen it, but she knows a lot about what's in it because a lot of our relationship is in it. But she, as far as I know, is totally fine with it.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Really, yeah. All right, so if somebody wants to see the show, when and where will we know it's at Jiva? But give us the dates because you're going to be here for a little bit.
I am going to be here for a little bit. I am starting my 3rd week of the run. You can go to jivatheater.org. It's theater spelled T-R-E. It's very important. jivatheater.org, and I'm here until June 7th.
Terrific. Well, thank you so much for coming by. We really appreciate it. We wish you nothing but the best in the show. We're going to make sure to post all of the information you need to know if you want to go on our website, Fox Rochester and 13wham.com after the show this morning.
When we come back, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking on this Wednesday morning.
Yeah, we're talking trends on the other side of the break. $9:50 this Wednesday. It's time to see what is trending, starting with an all-you-can-eat restaurant in Spain getting a lot of online attention.
The buffet-style restaurant recently took to social media, announcing they've implemented a vomit fee to prevent customers from eating too much.
The 4.7-star rated location has become a popular destination for both tourists and locals alike.
The owner claims a large number of patrons go to the all-you-can-eat joint and eat so much that they physically get sick.
The owner claims that he's seen one too many customers throw up from gobbling up too much fish, so he decided to take drastic measures to prevent future messes.
The owner posted to social media the sign that's now on display in front of the restaurant. It reads, "If a customer vomits due to overeating, the restaurant reserves the right to charge a cleaning fee."
The owner goes on to post about multiple guests making a mess of tables. Can you imagine it happening at a table?
No.
Tables, bathrooms, and floors.
The owner did not give any indications as to what the exact price of the cleaning fee would be.
Yeah. People online, though, are siding with the owner, some saying this should be a rule for all restaurants. How do you know, at a buffet in particular, if when someone vomits, if it's from overeating or norovirus? Like, really?
Are you asking for a friend?
Asking for a friend, but also asking just because. Like, are you going to charge the sick people a cleaning fee?
I don't know. Maybe they would go through like the security camera and look if you really wanted to fight about it.
To say, did he have cold sweats? Like
how many times did you go up to the buffet?
Oh.
Did you go up 15 times? Well. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, I mean, you look at the video, and if you got like some flop sweat going on, maybe you don't charge him once he throws up because you say to yourself, he's just sick. All right.
Ashley's yelling at us.
Yep.
To move on. All I'm gonna say is I kind of agree with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with the cleaning fee. Let's turn now to a new study that has to do with birds.
In a new study that literally no one asked for, scientists found that city birds appear to be more afraid of women than men.
The study, published in the British Ecological Society journal, looked at how urban birds reacted when approached by male and female researchers in parks and green spaces across Europe.
Researchers tested 37 bird species across the continent, including pigeons, house sparrows, great tits, blackbirds, and magpies. As in the bird, Daniel.
That's not a bird name. The team measured what is known as flight initiation distance, or how close a person can get before a bird takes off.
According to the study, men were able to get about 3 feet closer to the birds than women before they flew away.
The pattern remained consistent across all 5 countries and across all 37 species studied. Now that's interesting.
Yeah. Researchers say the findings suggest urban birds may be able to recognize whether a human is male or female, though they still don't know exactly how.
Or why. Why are they running away from women?
I don't know.
Stop it. Some are now calling birds misogynistic and demanding birds take some time to educate themselves on all the amazing things women have done for the world and for the bird community.
I concur.
Yes,
I
they
agree.
had all those feather hats. Remember those? Maybe that's why the birds are running. Don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, it's our final thoughts.
We'll be right back.
Mark, you got that bird feeder. Any great tits in your backyard?
Not yet.
No? They're a cute little bird.
They are.
Google it.
Daniel.
Oh, they only come one at a time.
I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, Steph. We're going.
I mean, I still got.